Welcome to another episode of Good News Glenn. Stay tuned, it's all coming up next. Welcome to Good News Glenn. I am so excited to be with Mr. Bill Fallon at Friday Night Hoops. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having us, Avery. Yeah, we're second night in for Friday Night Hoops. Last week we had about 80 kids that showed up, so I was pretty pleased with the numbers that we had. So another good night, but kids start rolling in, even though it starts at 6. Kids really don't start rolling in until 6:15, so we'll get going here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, that sounds great. So this is the second official night of hoops for the summer, right?
Yeah, so we're going to do all four Fridays in June. We're going to break for July 3rd, and then we'll be back on the 10th and the 17th. And once again, just great sponsorship from the community and a lot of volunteers. So in addition to just our Parks and Rec staff, we have police, we have fire, we have really public works. I mean, there's so many people that got involved this year. We have a lot of people that can referee games, so I don't have to do it for the first group. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yes, so the format, you did this last summer too, and the format is they come in, they play ball, you've got volunteers and coaches, and then you serve dinner sometimes? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, in fact, this last week we had Subway, so they were happy. This week they have Chick-fil-A, so they all love that. But yeah, they get dinner, and then a lot of kids are able to take some stuff home too, so they have it with them tonight when they go home. Because some of these kids are, they're pretty big kids, so they can eat, and so they can bring some stuff home with them. We already bought 10 pairs of shoes. We had some kids showed up last week that didn't have basketball shoes, so we already got 10 pairs. And again, that's all from money that we get from the community, and it's just a great program. These kids, it gives them something to do on Friday nights during the summer when school's not in, other than just hanging out in the street.
What a great program, and I know you have some amazing sponsors that support this program. So you were saying there are 80 so far kids, and you could see more even?
Our goal this year was 100. First year we had about 60 average. This last year probably in the 70, 80 range. Last week I was surprised because it was First Friday, so I thought a lot of kids have been going to First Friday, but we had about 80 kids that showed up. About 45 for the younger kids and about 35 for the older kids. But that's about what we expect. So we have room to grow. We can get up to about 100 this year if we can get the kids to come. We tell them to bring their friends. So we'll hopefully keep growing. Right.
And I'm sure the word is spreading. Come to Friday Night Hoops. Everybody's telling their friends, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, if you got a minute, I might bring over a couple of our volunteers, maybe a couple of kids, and you can say hello to them.
Sounds great. Yes.
Yeah. All right, hang on.
Okay.
You guys want to say hello? You guys can hear? Oh, you guys, hey, how you doing?
Hi.
I can barely hear.
Hello. Welcome.
How you doing?
Doing well. How are y'all? Hey.
How are you?
Hey, Chris. Well, this is a great program, and we're so happy to have you. This show is Good News Glenn. We do a monthly episode. We talk about good news. And so tonight, the good news is Friday Night Hoops. So introduce yourself. Let's just go down the line, and you could just introduce yourself.
I'm Willie Banfield. I work at Selden Park Recreations.
Okay.
I've been 15 years, so I've been dealing with the kids a lot over there. I mean, it's a good program. At least we can get them in here to have a great time. It's all about them. It ain't even about us anymore. So, that's the best thing to do is be for the kids.
That's so great to give of your time, especially on the weekend, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Board, Glenn County Recreation Department. I run the oversee the basketball, football, baseball leagues for the Glenn County Rec Department. We Ballard, Selden Park, we have basketball leagues there. Of course, at North Bend Complex, we do football leagues there, and then North Bend at Ballard, baseball and t-ball. And it's just good to see the kids come out. A lot of them are playing our programs, but the good thing about this is because we have anybody in the county can come. It's Glenn County, the city, boys club, everybody comes here on Friday night, so we get to see a lot of new faces. So that's good to see, and our kids that play in our program interact with them. So it's been really good.
Yeah, everybody comes together. That's awesome. Yes. Good. Okay.
Thanks, Jerry and Willie. Chris Papalardo, been with the county for about 15 years. Actually had the honor of having some family members of Ms. Brooks over on St. Simon for many years. Her husband coached, her beautiful daughters played softball and basketball and everything. But it's just fun to come out here and represent Recreation and Parks. Mr. Fallon created this, was a vision of his, and we've been doing it for about 3 years. And it's really special to him, and it's fun just to come out here and see the support and the different volunteers that we have that come out after they've worked all day, and they're just excited to work with the kids in the community. Absolutely,
yes. What a great program. We're so glad to see everybody come out and volunteer and all the kids enjoy this wonderful youth program this summer. So we thank you for your time, and we appreciate everything you do for the county.
Thank you very much.
And good to see you, Chris.
Tell everybody I said hello.
I will. Thank you.
Come on over here, guys. All right, now you gotta listen, you guys. It's hard to hear. Okay. So.
Hi, guys.
Hey. Hi.
How are y'all?
Good. How are you?
Good. So you want to say your name?
I'm Jaden, and I'm Jaden Scott, and I go to Brunswick Christian Academy.
Okay. Nice.
My name is G. Frazier, and I go to J. Macon.
Nice.
My name is Scott. I go to BCA.
Okay. Awesome. Are y'all enjoying tonight? Oh, go ahead.
My name is Zoe Rhodes, and I go to Needwood Middle School.
Nice. So is it fun to get together with people from a lot of different schools all coming together on a Friday night?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. What's your favorite thing about Friday night hoops?
It's just meeting new people. Yeah. Making new people too.
Okay.
Getting new friendships and learning basketball better.
Right. Okay. So do you go for the fun or the food?
The fun. The food. Basketball. The food.
Yeah. A little of both, right?
Yeah.
Well, good. So nice to meet you. Thanks for being on the show.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, you scoot a little bit in. Yeah. Toward him. There you go. Okay, I just couldn't see you. How are y'all? Tell me your name and what you do for the program.
For this program, my name is Jeff Williams. I'm with the Glenn County Police Department. Both of us are. And we come down. We've been doing it for 3 years now. We come down and just help the kids out, help Mr. Fallon out, doing a little bit of refereeing and things like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my name's Sean Stroy. Again, with Jeff here, work for the police department and do the same. So.
Yeah, so great. And we just were saying how wonderful that y'all work all week and you're working hard, but then you still come out on a Friday night. I know everybody really appreciates that.
Yeah, it's important to give back to the community, so that's why we do it.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for your service and for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Avery, one more player over here after he ties his shoe.
Okay.
Big man. No, it's all right. Tie your shoe later.
It's okay. Hi. How are you?
Scoot down a little bit. All right, so let her know what your name is.
My name is Emerson Saunders.
Great. What school do you go to?
Grizzly Middle School.
Okay. Awesome. What's your favorite thing about Friday Night Hoops?
Probably just getting time to like play with your friends, like the environment.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, good. How long have you been doing it? Is it this your first year?
This is actually my second year doing the Friday night hoops.
Okay, great. What's your favorite position on the court?
Probably point guard or shooting guard. I like taking the ball down the court, but I also like scoring the most on the court. I don't really like passing, but it's okay.
That sounds great. Well, very nice to meet you. Thank you.
All right, man, tie your shoes. All right, so that's just a sample of some of the kids. We got so many of them. He actually he was here last year, but there's some of these kids that they stick around. They're here all night. So typically we have 6th to 8th grade are here from 6 to 8, and then the high school kids come in afterwards. But some of these kids stick around and play all night, like him. And
Wow.
and some of the girls are fantastic. But it's all skill levels, so it's wide open to anybody. We have kids that play on the school teams, and we have kids that never played before. So again, it's just a fun night for all of them.
Yeah, so what's the youngest you would have? Like 12 and goes up to like 18, or what? The age range?
Yeah, mostly grades. And so we, like I said, it's mostly the middle schoolers that are here, early high schoolers. These kids, if they already graduated, so it's really the rising, even some of the rising seniors show up. So some of the kids can be upwards of 17, 18. And then some of the older kids. But you met the guys from the police department. We had the fire department usually comes out. And so really another benefit to this is building trust with some of these kids. So, with all the people that work for Glenn County.
Yes, yeah. And maybe eventually they'll see either a mentor in some of these guys, or as you said, like maybe one day they would even come work for Glenn County as a policeman or whatever. Yeah, great influence. Yeah.
So,
Well, good.
this is it. We got a lot going on this summer. As you know, we're really getting ready for the beach season is already on us. If you take a look at Coast Guard Beach, it's getting there. It looks pretty good. So we were able to open the parking lot by Memorial Day, which was a big win for us. We also have the boardwalk that's being constructed at Driftwood. So a lot of beach activity going on. And then 4th of July. So that's the next big thing that we have. So looking forward to that, and plans are underway.
Yes, congratulations on getting Coast Guard open, that beach access open and ready. I've just heard amazing things, so that's very exciting. 4th of July is coming up. I know people have questions about a lot of other things like the roundabout, the Sea Island roundabout, Georgia Power moving that equipment. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we're the roundabout that we have at Frederica and Sea Island Road. That's the one that's in question. And so a lot of back and forth with Georgia Power. And so Georgia Power was able to get us where the poles need to be. And so that was the biggest thing design wise. We've been stuck at 98% design or 95% design for months. And so once they gave us the pole location, then we could finish up our design. They're able to order the poles. Apparently the poles really, they do have to be ordered. It's not something they have in stock. So that's gonna take several months for that to happen. And then we have to kind of work through some of the right-of-way issues. We got a great relationship with the land trust right now too. So we're working through some negotiations with them, and we've actually started. We started at probably close to about 0.45 acres, so under a half acre. We got it all the way down to less than a third. It's actually about a quarter of an acre, and it's really a strip that we need as far as right-of-way goes there. And so just working with the other utilities, and hopefully we can be underway construction-wise by the end of the calendar year, but no promises there. But we're trying to get we'd love to get it started here soon. And so all the people that live out that way are just I know that it's going to be a little bit of a challenge for during the time of construction. but it'll be worth it. As we've seen with the other roundabouts around the island and around the county, they work. So that should alleviate traffic. And we're also thinking about downstream effects too. So the light at Atlantic and Frederica by Brogan's North, and then also that light at Market, which is where CBS is. We're going to make improvements there as well, so that when we do open the roundabout, it's not going to get, we're not going to have a great new roundabout and then have traffic stop. We want to make sure that it flows both directions from there, or all 4 directions from there.
Right. Yeah. So not really planning another roundabout, but just better flow of traffic there.
Yeah, it could be. We do have some improvements that we need to make on Frederica. We know it. We do have a lot that hopefully we can get designed this fiscal year. So our fiscal year starts July 1. So we do have money ready to go on other projects on Frederica Road based on the study. And so I think that what we'll see is some movement there just to alleviate the traffic, because it is one of the worst places. And then we actually got some money from the state to help us with Old Jessup Road as well. So that widening that we've done there, some of the other, we have a SPLOST project there at Canal and Old Jessup Road, so that's a big project for us coming up. But then just some of the widening on Old Jessup Road was really all it needed. And so the state gave us some money for that. So again, like I say it every month, a lot going on in Glenn County, a lot of projects.
Right. And like you said, it's interesting to hear you've been 98% finished and ready for the roundabout for months. It just takes that little extra bit, sometimes can take a while. So.
Yeah, exactly. And so a lot of it's going to depend on when the poles come in, but I think that Georgia Power, hopefully the timeline, I think the timeline is going to be a little bit. Originally, they told us 18 months for the poles to be ordered. We have to wait until about 5 months before the poles come in to start the project. But I do think that that is going to be. I think that's the high end. So I think they underpromise and will overdeliver on that one.
Yes, exactly. Well, good. Well, this is a wonderful program. Is there any other updates for June? Do you want anything else you want to touch on?
Yeah, I would say so that the commissioners really have been working on the Senate Bill 33 that passed. And so you're going to see more on that. So Senate Bill 33 allows us to introduce if it's going to be based on a referendum. And so we're starting to get that word out now. We're trying to get all the facts and figures together so that what we put out to the public is a good, solid data for them to consider. Because this is going to be what that essentially does is it allows the county and the city to either implement another 1 cent sales tax. So it would either be a FLOSS, which would be a floating local option sales tax, or a LHOS, which would be another penny sales tax. And the commission would, based on everything that they've seen, really thought that it would be great for the homestead, for the homeowners, and for the rest of the community if we do offer up that LHOS as a potential 1 cent sales tax. And so what that does is the money that we collect automatically goes towards property taxes. And so it goes towards the homestead properties first. And so then after that, whatever's left over would go to commercial properties, and then some of the other homes that are out there, like the short-term rentals and people that have second homes. But there's a lot of people out there that don't even have the homestead. So we're going to really try and put together a good educational series and work with the media, yourself included, to really try and educate the public on what this means. And as a homeowner, I'm not talking as a county manager, but as a homeowner, it's a good thing. And so we essentially could reduce, if not eliminate, our property tax. And that's not related to the school board. So that's just the county administration, but that's police and fire and everything.
That would be amazing. And that almost makes me want to go buy something. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me want to buy it because there's a good purpose to this tax. I like it. I think it's smart and efficient, and I think it's awesome. So, yeah. Yeah,
and I think that we just had a ball come over. I knew there was going to be one, but it was Senator Hodges and then Representatives Townsend Sains in Deloach have all been working with us. So we're working with the state legislature. They're going to have to introduce state legislation for it as well. And so again, it's going to be up to the community. So it'll be on the referendum in November, and hopefully by then everybody will have enough data and facts and input from us that they can consider and make an educated decision when they vote.
Sounds good. Yes. Yeah. We'll work on getting all that information out. I'm sure it'll be on the website as well. So yeah, that's great news, I think.
It is, and it's more to come. But again, it's our job just to make sure that the people in the community understand exactly what they're getting, what they're voting on. And so the commissioners have really tasked us. They do think that, and they're going to help, obviously, when they talk to their constituents. But a lot of work has gone into this so far, but a lot of there's still a lot that needs to be done. But at least we have some time between now and November to make sure that everybody has everything that they need to make a decision.
Yes. Yes. Great. Well, thank you so much. That's a really important piece of information. So I appreciate you bringing that up today. And we have enjoyed this. This has been fun. The interactive nature of this show is exciting. And we appreciate you taking the time to share Friday Night Hoops with us.
Well, thanks for covering it. And like I said, 4th of July coming up. We'll be doing this every Friday night. If anybody wants to stop by, we're at the Glenn Academy Annex Gym. It's the gym behind the Glass Palace back there.
Okay.
And again, can't thank the community and the support that we get from all the businesses and organizations. Can't thank them enough.
Yes, absolutely. It wouldn't be possible without them. So, yes.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. Well, good to see you. Have a great night. Talk to you later.
Okay. Take care.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you for watching this episode of Good News Glenn. Now stay tuned for more Golden Isles TV.